Go on then, what's your guess?
48 quid.
£206 plus £4.50 postage. What were you guessing? I bet a lot of you weren't guessing £206.
Jeez.
I know. I'm going to have to keep an eye on those ones we've got. Make sure they don't go missing at Christmas time.
Definitely. Hi, and welcome back to our channel.
And today's video is a little bit different, Han, isn't it?
We
thought we would interject a bit of fun. So today's video, we've sort of worked in a couple of song lyrics, haven't we, Han?
Yes.
So when you spot them in the video, pop them in the comments and see if you can. See if you think they're a little bit easy, but we'll see how you get on. We think it's a bit of fun.
It's a bit of fun, yeah. So, like I say, as soon as you hear them,
pop them in the comments
lyrics,
and we'll see who gets them.
See who gets it. See who gets it first.
That's it. So today's video is a little bit different because, as you know, if you're new to the videos, you may not know that we've been poorly recently.
We have, unfortunately.
And if you are new, then you've got 200 videos to catch up on. So see us at the end, and we'll work out some sort of plan. You may have to give up your work to be able to watch these videos, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
If you're an existing watcher or viewer, is probably the better word, isn't it? Then thank you very much for your support, and thank you for all the people that left us comments after last week's video. We were away for 3 weeks due to illness. Hopefully will not be so much coughing in this video.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Because they just come sometimes. So if there is any cuts, apologise.
Especially if I'm waffling, hun, there might be a bit more. But what we've decided to do,
waffle cough.
When we were ill, we still did our listing daily, which was a bit of a challenge sometimes when we weren't feeling very well.
Yes.
But we did learn a few things, and we thought we would pass that information on to you because it's especially some of the things that we've learned. We thought, well, we'll share that because we're sharing is caring. So that's what we thought we'd do today.
Yes.
So what are we going to be tackling, hun? In the middle of July. What have we chosen?
We have chosen Christmas decorations.
Stop right there.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere because you're going to learn something today. Let me pop my coffee down. Because, hun, when we had a little chat about what to do for this video, you were surprised by how many had actually sold. Now, let's go back 3 years ago. We were having a box in our garage that had Xmas decorations written on, and what we would do all through the year, we would gather. Went to jumble trails, jumble sales, boot sales. If we saw anything Christmas themed, we would pop it in that box.
We would.
With the aim of listing it in September.
Yeah.
And we did that year. We gathered up for 9 months, and in September we listed all of them, and they all sold within a couple of weeks. And we were like, oh, what was the point of that? We've saved it for all that time. We didn't realise that some of this seasonal stuff is all year round. So we thought we would have a look, and because we couldn't go out sourcing because we're not quite that fit enough at the moment, we thought we would have a look, and we were surprised by how many items are actually selling sort of each week on eBay in the middle of July. Now, it's all second-hand items we're talking about, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go through, show some of you, because it is interesting, but I've just realised, hun, I haven't got my glasses. I think I've left my glasses. Would you mind?
Yeah. Always got.
Thanks, hun. I'll sit and wait. It's a good start, isn't it? Thanks, my love. This is what happens as you get older. You can't see anything. So we're talking about the week of the 16th of July to the 22nd of July. And what we found is that pre-owned items on eBay, we are talking about 195. And I think when I asked you, you guessed about 30, didn't you, in that week?
Yeah.
So you're a little bit out, hun, a little bit out.
Just a touch out, yeah. So
195 pre-owned Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
Now, I will admit, most of these are vintage, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's only a couple that aren't vintage. But obviously, it's like anything. The vintage items are going to be the ones that are going to be most popular.
Yeah.
And although we can't bring you a boot sale showing you what we've bought and found at a boot sale, we thought that it is interesting when you look at some of these sort of things, because we are very guilty of going into a charity shop and only looking at certain things. We would gloss by.
Yeah.
If we saw a box of Christmas decorations, we wouldn't even
wouldn't go through. But the thing is with the vintage ones, is like I say, it's you know, people come across them on eBay or whatever, and there's a chance that they're going to lose it. They won't see that item again, or
that's it.
So that is why, like I say, vintage ones will go.
That's it, and
more than the standard sort of stuff really during the year.
You know, I'm going to warn you. Some of these items will bring childhood flashbacks because some of them are quite. Oh my goodness me!
Yeah.
How much? And this is why we thought we'd tackle it in this video, just to show you, because you know we are guilty of not looking at those sorts of things at boot sales or charity shops. We just walk by. Yeah. We wouldn't be interested in baubles, would we? At any time of the year, really.
Yeah, that's it.
So we thought we'd show you because you know, you might see some in your charity shop and realise the value of them.
Mm.
So I thought we'd start with the scariest one first, Hun. Now, if you see us looking off screen, we've got the pictures there.
Yeah, we've got a computer there with the pictures on, and just so we know what
we're
you're
talking
looking
about.
at.
But also because Paul might not believe some of the prices
that's it.
that these things now go for.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with this vintage 1960s fairy, Hun. Now, even though she's sort of got a pretty face, I don't think I'd want that in my house. Because she's a little bit, I don't know what it is, I'm not a massive fan of old style sort of dolls.
Yeah.
Oh, you go and making them really big. Look at you being all techie.
Yeah, but the computer's right by Marie. I think I'm quite away from the computer. I've seen this little thumbnail.
I can see it perfectly.
Yeah. So I thought I'll make it a bit bigger, so I'll pinch the mouse.
Now this sort of doll, hun, would you want that on the top of your tree?
No, I wouldn't.
No. On the top of our tree we have a it's a cardboard fairy that Emily made at Toddler Group 20 odd years ago.
Yeah.
And it's got her neck's all bent over. She's got glitter and a bit of tinsel stuck to her. Looking a little bit shabby now, but we still put it on every year. It's a highlight of our Christmas tree, isn't it?
It goes up and then we put it up and it's...
The head's all lolled about, but it still makes it. So anyway, back to this one, this vintage 1960s fairy that sold for £20 plus £4. I want to say 20, or it could just be £4. It's my writing, hun. Do you think that's a 20? £4.20 perhaps?
That is £4.20.
20 postage.
Yeah.
So, did you want next slide, please? Oh, I've always wanted to say that. Next slide, please. Look at me being topical from 3 years ago.
Can I just angle it as well?
Yeah,
because it's angled towards you as well.
That's making it too easy for you to see them.
I know.
So this is a vintage glass Christmas tree decoration. Now, a lot of us will think that they are going to have some value, but this one went for $16.99 plus £3.99 postage. If you were to see that in that single item in a charity shop, because it's glass, it would put us off.
Do you know roughly what sort of size that is? Is it just
no? But I think it's going to be like that. It's hanging on a tree, so I think it's going to be. Look, that's technical, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's about that.
It's about that.
But yes, for one item, you're getting around the postage around the £20 mark. It's not bad, is it?
It's not bad if you can pick them up.
If you saw a little box full of them, you'd be onto a winner, wouldn't you?
Definitely. Yeah.
So next slide, please, hun.
This isn't going to get annoying at all, is it?
This is about as annoying as me calling you hun all the time.
I know.
Sorry for all those people that find the word hun offensive.
They don't find it offensive.
They do when I say it hundreds of times. It's just something I've called Paul since day one, and for 25 years I've said it. It's no chance of stopping.
25 years.
Paul's put up with it. So I think you blank it out now, hun. You're not even listening.
Yeah.
So now we're going on to some vintage hand-painted glass Mercury baubles. Hun, these sold for £35.
Really?
£35 plus £4.99 postage. Now these are gorgeous. The only thing about it is it looks like there's one missing. That would annoy me. But still got £35 plus almost a £5 postage.
If you're getting 35,
you can just imagine those being really delicate, and they're hand painted as well. So they are gorgeous looking, though, aren't they?
They're probably a lot thinner.
Than nowadays.
I would have thought.
It's one of those ones where you flick it, you're worried it's just going to shatter.
Yeah, that's it. But no, that's amazing.
So now we're going to move on to the only Disney themed item. Now on eBay, a lot of Disney themed ornaments sell, and I've only picked one of them because I didn't want to be too Disney themed. It just gives you a taste of sort of what they sell for. But this looks probably bigger than it is, but it's going to be a little tree hanging ornament.
So it's again sizing.
So it's quite small. Might be a little bit bigger.
Probably, it might be a bit bigger.
But it might surprise you, hun, and it might surprise all of you that this actually sold for £25.
Really?
Plus £3.45.
Wow.
Now I think what tends to happen in some of these Disney parks is they bring out these things, but I can't see any dates on it, so I don't know if it is a bit like that or whether that's just
see, things you don't know.
Whether it's a limited edition or whether they just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of these things are only come from the parks, don't they? So I don't know.
Yeah.
It sort of looks like it could be lit up, with the little flames, or is that just decoration? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like there might be some I don't know.
Might be a battery in the base or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
But a bit different, isn't it?
It is.
I was surprised at the value of that. So
this is definitely worth looking at. I mean, generally, I would have thought they'd be quite cheap at a boot sale. People
I would
wanting
have
shot
thought so.
things
Just a couple of quid or something like that,
yeah,
perhaps.
but yeah. Anyway.
So the next one, hun. These are vintage. Now, this is the sort of thing you could easily see at a boot sale. These are vintage paper mache and plastic baubles. But they don't look like they would be worth much. If you saw them in a charity shop.
I don't think I would pick them up.
But these sold for £18 plus £5 postage, so not bad for some sort of...
No, if you can get them cheap enough.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
I mean, there's quite a few there, but... it's the sort of thing you could easily see in a charity shop, in a box in a charity shop. So now we're going to move on to some Harrods decorations. Now I've chosen these because you do get these sorts of things where, like John Lewis, for example, do a range of them as well, and they put their name on it, they put a year on it sometimes, and then it becomes a collectible item.
Yeah.
So not perhaps as much money as you would like to think. I've chosen one where there's 4. But they did go for £20 plus £3.49 postage. But I have seen single ones, not the same ones, but single ones going for like £10, £11. So it depends really on what particular one, whether it was a bit of a rarer one. Sometimes they have limited editions, don't they? These don't seem to have, I think that round one has a date on, but perhaps the others don't. But yes, themed things do have some value, don't they? Because over time they become a bit rarer.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we're going to go on to the items that we still have in our collection from my childhood. Now, this is what started this whole video off, and I saw these and I thought, blimey, I can't believe they sell for that much. We've got some stashed away. We had them in my house, and no doubt a lot of you would have had these. I was always fascinated as a kid because obviously, like the Santa, he's flat, isn't he?
Yeah, it's
then you move that little metal bit, and it's
all
like
supply flat.
freedom.
You open the cardboard sides, don't you, and spin it round.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you got.
And
this...
that's quite magical when you're a kid. You just fold that little metal bit over.
I used to love doing that.
Yeah,
when I
used to love it.
Opening them out and hanging them up and all that sort of thing.
But you may be surprised to know that these are called vintage Honeycomb paper Christmas decorations. And they sold for £30 plus £3 postage.
Wow,
so
that's
£30 for 4 of those. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Who knew they'd be worth that much?
In July.
In July. I know, can you imagine what they were at Christmas? I wonder if the price goes up. Or whether they're just popular.
No, I'll say it'll be worth looking at around Christmas time.
Thing is, you just don't see them though, do you? I mean, we've got some, but we don't get ours out, do we? Because we don't really want to use them because it's like anything, you don't want them to get damaged.
Yeah.
So we just keep ours in a box.
This is why people are looking in July, is because they think, well, probably won't get it in Christmas.
Yeah, and these are quite old, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because we had ours out in the 70s, but they could have been a bit older.
Yes.
Definitely. They could have been passed down from someone else in the family. You just don't know.
Yeah.
We're going from these, hun, on to something that I would not want to display. And that is pom-pom. These are like foil pom-pom. Do you remember these from the 70s?
Yeah.
These are very much from our childhood. But it may surprise you...
You've given away our age there.
It may surprise you that this is a pack of 12. These actually sold for £20 plus £3.49 postage.
Really?
And when you look at them, you think, oh...
Yeah, they're not the best, but I'll say I do remember them.
Yeah,
they're very
definitely.
colourful. But yeah, having the sort of it's like coloured like foil cones, isn't it? But they're stuck together.
Yeah, they're very thin and flimsy, aren't they?
But yeah, it's
not my sort of thing, I don't think. Not perhaps now.
No.
So we're going to move on to more expensive items, hun. I've chosen a couple of belters.
Is this a bit more you now?
This is yes, it is. And saying that, we do have 2 or 3 of those birds that my mum and dad gave us, and we've had for the last few years on our tree.
Yeah.
They're glass, aren't they? With these sort of little I don't know what that is. It's sort of fibre, isn't it? Some sort of what the tail's made of. I don't know. It's a bit like fake hair, isn't it? Bristles, like bristles.
Okay.
Anyway, I veered off. These are vintage 1940s and 50s glass decorations, and I've put here they got 11 bids hung.
Oh,
How much? I'm covering up. How much do you think?
I was too late.
You were so close as well. So look at me putting you on the spot.
So quick with that hand.
Now I've already told you they're going to be more expensive than what we're covering, and we've been covering things for £20-30. You're going to be surprised. You're going to be trying to sell those ones we've got.
So how many is there?
There are. I didn't say it. I've got 11 bids, and I've put here charity shop in brackets. I don't know why I've put that. I wonder if it's because it's the sort of thing you would see in a charity shop.
Yeah, it's probably around 20.
Oh no,
or so
it's because the people selling them with a charity shop. That's just ding.
Oh right.
They've got those little they have the little thing by the listing, don't they? Like the little bit of ribbon that's turned over.
I think, does that mean that they're
donating
to charity?
Or I think they are a charity. Like for example, if Cancer Research was selling it, they have that little ribbon.
Oh, okay.
So it's,
all right.
it's
I didn't know whether it's they
charitable.
donated a portion to charity. Or
No,
not.
I think a lot of the time it is the charity selling them.
Okay.
So yeah, I've written charity shop down.
Right, I am going to go for. So I would say there's around 20ish there.
I think that's fair, hun. That's fair. Go on then. What's your guess?
48 quid.
£206 plus £4.50 postage. What were you guessing? I bet a lot of you weren't guessing £206.
Jeez.
I know. I'm going to have to keep an eye on those ones we've got. Make sure they don't go missing at Christmas time.
Definitely.
Who knew, hun? But they are
Wow.
gorgeous, aren't they? But
They
it's
are.
the sort of thing you could see.
But yeah, that sort of, the birds and that.
We've definitely got 2 or 3 of the birds.
Wow, that's.
But yeah, we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for those now.
Yeah, everyone keep an eye out for those.
that.
That's great value from that, isn't it?
And we're going to move on to our last one, hun. Now, I've sort of shot myself in the foot here because I've chosen something that I'm now going to struggle to pronounce, and I'm going to look a right wally. So we've gone for, I'm going to say, a little bit nervous, I'm going to say Swarovski. I really do struggle. I don't know why I chose this one. What an idiot.
Swarovski.
But the reason I've chosen it is Swarovski. I've chosen it because it's a 2008 snowflake ornament, mint boxed rare. That sort of sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
but
very
this
cool.
sold for £100, no postage.
Really?
And it just goes to show these sort of named dated items do have some value. So I thought that would be what we end on.
Wow. I mean,
because you might see that at a boot sale and someone wants a tenner, and you might think, oh, that's a lot of money, not realising it's worth, you can get £100 for it.
Yeah, definitely.
So
and again in July.
In July, and I think it does.
But it's rare. That's the thing.
It makes me sort of think that I should, it's an underrated category. I think Christmas decorations. And I know the only person who's probably really enjoyed this video is Santa.
Yes.
Also, shout out to Jeff.
Yes.
But I think sometimes, when you're reselling, you are blinkered into buying things that you know, and you don't always go for things that you don't know. And obviously, we didn't. It's only when I looked at a couple of Christmas things that we had in our backlog that we were sort of forced to list because we haven't been outsourcing, so we've got no fresh stuff. You have to tackle those things that you've put on the shelf. Oh, why have I put that there? And I've actually got around to listing a couple of Christmas decorations, and it's now led me on to leading, going through this and going, oh, okay, actually that's worth quite a bit of money.
Surprising. I mean, there's probably we got a massive backlog.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to plough through that, and I've got no doubt we're going to find other stuff which is going to be like a surprising sort of value.
Yeah, and I think.
But I mean, Christmas decorations throughout the whole year.
Underrated, I think, is a category because a lot of people do think they're seasonal, so they're only selling that season.
But I would be, you naturally think Christmas decorations, right, I'm going to hold till September.
Yeah. But we've had Christmas decorations that we've put up in September, they haven't sold, and then they've sold 2 days after Christmas. And you think, what's that about?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Sometimes we've sold them in January. Yeah. It is a sort of a all year round sort of thing.
Yeah.
Especially with a lot of overseas, like a lot of Americans like to buy some of these vintage ones as well, don't they? So
I think, you know, with regards to the sort of premium for Christmas, I'm not sure. You may get a bit of a premium, but the thing is with these items is you won't come across them very often.
No.
And, you know, if you see that on eBay, I think you can still ask a reasonable premium for them.
So.
Because they're, you know, the theory is they're not going to be...
I think they're always popular, aren't they? That's what we've sort of learnt from this.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to show you, because it is easy to go into charity shop or have a look around a boot sale, see a box of Christmas stuff and go, oh, not buying that. It's only February, I'm not buying that. And, and not even looking, really. We don't even look, do we? So we sort of thought we'd share this with you because we're not sourcing at the minute, are we?
We're not, unfortunately.
We're being good.
We are being very good. It's very difficult, I must admit, because we are itching to get out there and do some sourcing.
But it could kill me, Hungo, and a boot sale could kill me.
Yeah, but we're not sourcing anywhere, though, are we? We're
No.
not even doing auctions.
We're in all the time.
We are.
Lucky us.
You know, so we are clearing our backlog. That is our main...
Yes, but it just goes to show you can learn on a daily basis still with stuff you've got. And we've learned about Christmas decorations just by being at home and tackling various things from our backlog. So we thought we'd pass this on to you because, you know, it is underrated and overlooked a lot. So we thought we'd just show you, and hopefully you've, you know, it will mean you'll have a look as well if you want to have a look at Christmas decorations. Hopefully it's been an eye-opener.
Yes.
Well, it has to us, isn't it? We're like, how much?
I mean...
We'll be looking out for those glass birds now, won't we?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All over the place we'll be looking.
Yeah, we will be, yeah. When we do eventually go back to boot sales and charity shops and things like that, we will definitely be looking.
Yeah. Now, this has been a bit of a research-based video, and if you're into that sort of thing, if you like learning about things, at Christmas we did a couple, didn't we? We did a few.
We did 5, I think we did.
We did. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to try something new now, aren't we?
5 or 3, I can't remember now.
I don't know.
Anyway, we did some.
But I think what we'll do is we're going to try something new now for the end of our video, aren't we? We're going to do something, a new thing, and what we're going to do is I'm going to point like this, and I don't know if that's the right position.
Whatever position you want to put it.
It looks like I'm pointing at myself.
Yeah, I'll point at you.
What we're going to do is we're going to put up one of those videos. This one's to do with puzzles, because you might be surprised at the value of some puzzles. Yeah. It's going to be around here, probably over my face.
Marie's face there. Yeah.
But this is a link to a video that we did around Christmas time about puzzles. And what about you, Hum? What one did you want to have? Did you want dolls?
Dolls.
We could put that one up, couldn't we? Because that was also an eye-opener on the value of some of the dolls. So I go like that then, and then you might want to put it over your face. Well, I think that's probably it, Hum. I've done well. I haven't coughed at all, so we need to end it now before I do. And I can have my coffee.
So thank you very much.